Hey everyone, I'm Beto Cortez Jr., aka Lance Danger here. And yes, I am wearing the Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord t-shirt, so that means nothing but good news. I actually received issue number 4 of Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord, the print version. Look at this, guys. Issue 4, this covers chapter 4 of the webcomic, with a brand spanking new cover. Yes, this cover, contrary to the issue 3 cover, which I have here. Now, the issue 3 cover, of course, this was the original cover I was going to use for the printed version before an unfortunate series of events happened that I couldn't print out this issue back in the aughts, 2010-ish maybe. When it was originally supposed to come out. Hunter saying hello. He's very excited as well. So this one, of course, is the original cover that I had done when I was originally going to print out issue number 3 of Warlord. But of course, because of circumstances beyond my control, I wasn't able to print it out. But I was able to upscale and enhance recently those web-friendly files, and was able to do issue number 3 like I showed off last time. Just looking for some pages that aren't really spoilers. Just so you guys can observe how the quality of this book looks like. This is issue 3 now. Issue 4 arrived today, my copies, and as I said, brand spanking new cover. I made for fun an alternate cover that I'll probably print or not print, I don't know, but this was the chapter cover originally. Right here, this was a variant cover I did for the chapter of the webcomic. Look at how these colors came out, guys, on this print. In my opinion, it just came out fantastic. You got page, of course, title page, page 1, boom. Let me look for another page that's not too spoilery. Again, the colors just came out amazing on these prints. It made me actually look like a decent colorist. This print. This is actually one of my favorite action pages. As I've said before, I'm not a huge fan of drawing action pages, but this is one of my favorites. This is actually one of the more popular pages of the webcomic. You'll know if you've read it. This is also a very popular page. Again, the colors are just fantastic, if I do say so myself. One of my favorite pages of the chapter. Jane there. Yeah, another one of my favorite pages. Like, I have to say, the turnaround for Kablam printing these and mailing them has gotten right back on track. And also the communication with them as well through the contact us if there's a problem or any kind of question. Like, again, sometimes they complain about them, but I have to give credit where credit is due. Like, they've been top of their game lately. This is another one of my favorite pages. Of course, this one as well. I can't really show the previous page to this one because it's a big kind of spoiler if you haven't read the chapter. But this page, Fatfish and Samantha are just two characters that I just love to illustrate. They're just so much fun. This promo came out very nice on print, guys. If I'm not mistaken, it was on issue 3 as well. Was it on issue 3 as well? Yes, it was actually. I just really like the look of the aesthetics of that promo. So yeah, now issues 3 and 4, I finally have my copies. I am not putting them up for sale yet because I am waiting for it to pop up on their online store, indieplanet.com, because it's easier to just sell it through them. I have been thinking about alternatives because the turnaround for getting your stuff sold on Indie Planet is getting, unfortunately, slower and slower the more people start using Indie Planet as an option to sell their material once they publish through Kablam. So what I've been thinking is that from now on I'll probably just make very small print runs, have them stored here, and then just sell it directly myself to whoever wants to buy it. That's definitely one option. I could either use my website or I could probably use something like eBay, Store Envy, Etsy. It'll be an interesting experiment to record that whole process and put it on the YouTube channel as well, actually. But if you want to support Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord, there are stuff that is online already, like the Book 1 prologue, the original Book 1 prologue. And when I say original, of course, as I said, there is a remake that there was a misprint. I'll get more into that in another video, but again, also printed through Kablam. I've always printed through Kablam, like black and white story. This one's essentially introducing the characters. Let me just look for a page that's not too spoilery. Let's see. Here we go. It's a very intimate, personal story, really, where you get a first glimpse into the world of Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord. Here he is with his bestest friend, Jane Jackson. So that's the prologue to Book 1, and this is the Book 1 webisodes. This one is a mini comic. This one also was originally posted in color online, but I made it in black and white for this print because originally this was going to be a giveaway for Free Comic Book Day. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to Free Comic Book Day that year, so I wasn't able to give them away. But they are available for free as a free download at Indie Planet. And again, I'll put all relevant links in the description and the comments and whatnot. Or you can just simply go to www.artofalvaro.com and you're going to find all the links there to the webcomic, to the different stores, where you can also actually purchase this shirt as well. So again, this is available for sale on Indie Planet, physical and download. This is available for sale, physical copy, and available for free as a download. And of course, issue number 1 of Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord, is available there. The most sold issue out of all the issues so far. Issue number 2 lately has been catching up. Let me see. This comic is a little bit beat up because it was pretty much the issue that I have used to show around and stuff. The other copies that I have that are the nicer copies are sold out. So like the print runs that I had done originally sold out ages ago, but again, you can still see that it's still shiny actually. And this is like I would like to say like an 11-year-old comic by now. And it still looks pretty new, despite being like the copy that I use for, you know, showing it off and such to show how the comic looks like. One of my favorite pages ever, I have to say. I hate that I lost the original art for this, man. Of course, Fred on his motorcycle. Of course, this is issue number 1. Also available at Indie Planet. And of course, issue number 2 is also available on Indie Planet right now. You know, I can't say enough good things about the quality of Kablam. Just kind of looking through pages that I can show off that aren't too spoilery. Alright, let me see. This is definitely one of my favorite pages. This page I actually redrew from scratch because I didn't like how the webcomic version looked like back then. So I just redrew the page entirely, and you're gonna see a lot of that hopefully with the upcoming chapters that are going to be printed and whatnot. Like I really didn't do it for issues 3 and 4, mainly because again I was testing out this new software that does these upscale and enhancements of low resolution files. So I just wanted to make sure that I was able to even print out these comics before I would take the time to actually redraw a thing here or there if it looked too bad or whatever. But now that I know, if I need to redraw something, I'll definitely be able to do that with further chapters. Right now the plan is since I have now prologue 1 through issue 4 printed out, or at least Kablam has the files. Once those 2 issues are up for sale at Indie Planet, like I mentioned in the video a couple of videos back, my ideal scenario would be that issue number 3 would be available to buy in October on Indie Planet, and then issue 4 either December or January. But again, that's out of my hands. At the rate that we're going, I'll be lucky if by January, February, both issues will probably pop up at the same time at Indie Planet. But while that's being sorted out, I'm going to start working on designing the manga version of Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord, where I'm going to take the prologue up to issue number 4 and make it into a manga-sized black and white volume to make it more affordable, and so people can have like one volume where you can read one story, since issue number 4 is the finale of that first mini arc within the overall scheme of book 1 of Warlord. There's 3 arcs in Fred Peterson, the Mighty Warlord book 1. Issues, the prologue through the 4th issue, that's the first story of book 1. So thankfully and hopefully that's going to be in print soon, completely available for sale. And again, I'll let you guys know once that's for sale. The plan right now is I'm going to be working on the manga-sized version of this story, and I'm also going to be working on Clown Rogue Assassin, having it printed for the first time ever. Now, Clown Rogue Assassin is a miniseries that sets before Warlord, but actually it kind of it ends off in a way that it can seamlessly continue into issue 12 of Warlord, because it has a lot to do with Funny Bone, part of his origin. It has a lot to do with Fat Fish, and of course the origin of Clown himself, which is a character that has popped up in Warlord in his chapter 12 onwards. He'll like appear sporadically helping Funny Bone. Funny Bone is his mentor, so that's pretty much explained in that miniseries. I did that miniseries simultaneously with Warlord when chapter 6, I believe, had started. But I never was able to finish it. And I'm going to try to finish it now. It's about halfway through, so I'm about to finish chapter 2. It's only a 4-chapter story, so hopefully in 2025 I'll finally finish Clown Rogue Assassin. And I will have print versions of them as well to kind of go with the same timeline as the original content of Warlord was going up as well, and in succession. And the Mysterious Exorcist one-shots will come out as well. Other stuff like Delta Task Force 6, also known as DTF6, will be coming out slowly as well as I finish these other projects. So exciting times. I'm finally seeing a lot of these things in print for the first time, and it's kind of emotional and gratifying in a way. Once again, if you guys want to support this channel, you can definitely go to www.artofalvaro.com, and there you will find all the pertinent links to the Indie Planet shop, where you can not just buy Warlord, but you can buy other comics as well. That's, if the hero thing isn't your speed, then there's slice of life comics like Nevermind, which is an autobiographical web strip that I do. There's the original season 1, and there's also the remake of season 1 and season 2. Season 3 is on its way as well. There's also the Cannon Girl as well, which is kind of more of a introspective, a more experimental comic. There's also Wepamani Wepito, which is more straight up comedy, satire, political commentary of Puerto Rico, completely in Spanish and full of a lot of stuff that Puerto Ricans will understand, and maybe Latin American people as well, if they identify with the same kind of problems or cultural aspects that Puerto Rico has. And of course there is Stupid the Cat, which is another web strip that I made. My love letter to stuff like Garfield and Heathcliff and stuff like that. And also a love letter to all the cats that I've had in my life. So you can definitely check all that out on my website. If you wish to support me monetarily in that sense, you can buy any of them or all of them. Or if you want to know how it's like before you invest on buying things, because I know how things are right now. Things aren't that great. There's links to the webcomics where you can read each and every one of these comics for free. And if you read it for free and decide that you enjoy it enough that you want a physical copy, you can definitely go ahead and purchase a copy. Or if you think that reading it is just good enough on the webcomic, you know, give a like and share to this video, just so that the algorithm can pick it up and I can make some 2 to 3 cents per view or something. And also, of course, there's going to be links to my Redbubble shop where you can buy other merchandise like this Fred Peterson the Mighty Warlord t-shirt. I've had this for a couple of years now, and it's just now starting to fade just a little bit. You know, after a ton of washes and having it for a couple of years already, so the quality definitely speaks for itself. I just love the quality of Redbubble stuff as well. Anyway, I yammered on a little too much. For those curious, like I said, this is the remake of the prologue, and everything is fine except for this misprint where a couple of pages actually repeated, and since some pages repeated, like, let me show you guys real quick. Yeah, like, see, there's this scene. It goes into this one, and then suddenly, after this scene, and this scene repeated. And since these two pages repeated, the final pages of the comic actually came out blank, since it appeared almost like it had extra pages. Again, I don't know how exactly that happened, but I did send another file to the fine people of Kablam, and hopefully there won't be any misprint with that one. Once again, Kablam, they're just printers, so they're not like editors. It's not their job to like double check how the comic comes out. Like, I'm not sure what happened exactly. I am assuming that something happened in the PDF file that I originally sent them. Just to be on the safe side, I sent them a different PDF file to have this reprinted again. And hopefully it'll come out well. And once again, hopefully soon, these two comics will be joining all of these. Again, this represents the entire first arc within book 1 of Warlord. And it's all in print. Hooray! So yeah, this is Alvaro Cortez Jr., aka Lance Danger, signing off, and support your local indie comics. Hey, my boy. Give me 1 sec, boy, please. He's extremely excited for these comics, folks, and I don't blame him. He's just stepping on other comics right now. Hunter. Come on, boy, stop stepping on my comics at least. Let me grab my comics, boy. Oh, you're gonna lay down now on them? Is that your master plan? You can lay down there, but don't lay down on the comics. Hunter.